Good afternoon. Welcome back to Balance, Wellness, and Fitness, the Cat Cave, my living room. I'm Leslie. This is going to be a 12 to 15 minute chair workout. You'll need a handful of things to make this successful for yourself. A straight back chair that doesn't have arms and doesn't move, so you don't want your desk chair unless you absolutely have stops on the wheel so it's not going to get away from you. A small ball, whether it's a Franklin ball, a small medicine ball that's no more than 2 pounds. You can use a Pilates ball, or if you have a playground ball about 12 inches, you don't want anything too high because we're going to put our foot up on it and move it. Light weights, if you choose to use weights, these are 2 pounds. And light to medium band. This workout is designed for a very beginner-friendly workout for someone who might just be starting to move again, maybe after surgery, just needs a little bit more mobility and a friendly motion. This is something you could also easily do at a desk if you are a desk worker and just need to kind of get things moving again. We're going to start standing, so if you need any assistance or aids, have those there. I'm just going to turn my chair so I can stay a little bit more camera friendly. We're going to take our ball, put it underneath our right foot. The first thing you want to do is find your posture. Draw those abs in and up, engage your pelvic floor, lift up your shoulders, drop them on the ribs, and keep that open. With that, find where you need to be. This is a little low for me, but it's the best straight back chair I had. My dining room chairs backs are too high. We're going to bring our leg up, and you want to have your ball forward enough so as if you were taking a step forward. So your knee is right over top of your ankle, and that the ball is going to be right underneath the ball of your foot. You don't want it back here tucked underneath, and you don't want it so far ahead that your leg is straight and you're moving through here. You want that little natural bend, and keeping that abdominal engagement, we're going to aim for 8 to 10 circles just through the hip. We're going to go for 10. But do what you can on both sides. We're going to go both ways. We have 3 more here, 2, and 1. We'll go the other direction. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring that leg down. We'll recheck your posture for everything. I'm just doing a little shift so I can bring my foot to my ball, checking my alignment for my ankle and my knee, lifting up my chest, and we'll circle through that hip. The knee's going to move a little, but again, you don't want to do this. Just 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the other direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll gently bring our leg down. We'll move our ball out of our way. We're going to do one more standing exercise. This can also be done seated if you're finding you're getting tired or you're not able to stand up. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to turn and move a little bit. Find that ab engagement. We're going to go 8 for these for each side. Now we're going to move through that knee and ankle. We're going to lift the heel, bending the knee, and place back down. So gently lift, toe stays on the ground, the ball of the foot, stretching through that fascia. Just moving with your breath, pressing down through the heel, fold through the knee. All this is stable. We have 3 more here. 2 more, use what you need for balance. 1 more, good, and then we'll change sides. So we're going to lift up that left heel and press down. 2, rolling right up on the ball of the foot. These are exercises that you can do without your shoes on, but stay where you have the best comfort for your feet. And if you wear orthotics, you may need that alignment to work things properly. We have 1 more here. Then we'll meet in our seat. We're going to start out with a set of rows once we're down without weights, but have everything handy for yourself. And what I'd like you to try to do with your seat is stay a little bit forward. This is going to help you work the posterior chain of your body without that feeling like, yeah, I got this back here, so I'm going to slump. Or some people who like to lean back in the chair, period. So sit up nice and tall, find your sits bones, draw your abs in so your pelvis is perpendicular to the ground. We're going to float our arms up. Check out your feet too. Make sure your kneecaps are going with your toes. Sometimes you might need something like one of these little balls to sit between to help that position so leg doesn't do this and fall out, or go the opposite way and collapse in. I know I'm giving you a lot of information, so you may want to listen to this and then come back and do the exercises. Should have said that at the beginning, but here we go. We're going to float these arms on out, palms are facing each other, and with an inhale, start to lead with your shoulder blades, drawing in. Exhale, float back out. Inhale, squeeze in, and float out. We're going to aim for 10 of these, really encouraging your back to work so the arms aren't doing everything. That often happens with rows. People start reaching and pulling through the biceps and the back goes along for the ride. We have 4 more. Gently squeeze back, keeping that tall posture, chest lifted so the head doesn't start to droop. So we are working on those muscles. Here's number 10 here. And then we'll float the arms down. Give yourself a little shoulder roll. Depending on where you're at on your seat and the comfort, you may have to, because this has a little scoop, I need to slide myself back to be successful. We're going to hinge back ever so slightly from the hips because we're going to move with our legs. We're going to pick this leg up, your right leg, and if you find you can't pick it up, this is where the ball will be super helpful for you. The place underneath to have that little guidance to lift that leg up. On your exhale, push the leg out through the heel, point and draw in. Another thing that will work, we're going to aim for 10 of these, is a paper plate. So if you have floors that are appropriate for that, if you already have sliders, then you can slide that out. If you don't have a ball, keeping the abs in, pushing out through the heel, point your toe and draw in. Push through the heel, point and draw in. I think this is number 8. Good. Arms hang long. Working this entire chain. Here's number 10. If your mobility is limited, you can always use your feet, but then break your posture so you can look and get everything lined up really well. Bring this underneath the ball of the foot. Refine that posture so you have that slight hinge. Draw your abdominals in towards your spine, up towards your diaphragm, and engage your pelvic floor if need be. Arms are long at your sides. On your exhale, push your heel out, point your toe and draw in. Exhale, push, point and draw in, push for 3, point and draw in, push for 4, point and draw in, push for 5. You're halfway there. Keep everything strong. And in, push for 7, point and draw in, push for 8, point and draw in, push for 9, point and draw in. Push for 10. Gently point and draw in. Carefully lift your leg up. If you need to use your feet to move the ball of the way, use your feet. If you're comfortable bending over to move it, pick it up and gently bring it over. Give yourself a shoulder roll here. We're going to turn to the right for a moment. Let your back stretch. Pull your shoulder blades down. Lift your chest tall. Make sure this right leg doesn't collapse in. Keep that strong up against the hand. Give yourself another breath there. And then we'll turn and we'll go the opposite way. Hands stay tall, lifting yourself tall. Again, not letting the leg collapse in, and don't let it bow out either. Just give that little mindful pressure both ways. That'll help you be able to really lift up through your spine with ease. Good. Gently come back forward. We'll grab those weights now for our second set of rows. If you don't want to use weights, leave them off to the side. We're going to float our arms up. We're going to rotate our palms so they're looking at the sky. Just a light grasp. With your inhale, squeeze those shoulder blades, rowing back. Exhale, press back forward. Inhale, squeeze in. Press forward 2. Inhale in. Press forward 3. Inhale in. Press forward 4. Inhale in. Press forward 5. Let's aim for 8. But do what you can with keeping good form. There's 7, and squeeze in, reach forward 8, draw the arms in, keep the weights if you're comfortable, open up for an easy rotator cuff movement. I'm just going to turn so you can see. Here's my boss. He didn't expect that. 3, this easily can be done without weight. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to gently lower these down to our sides. We're going to grab our band now. You can do 2 grips with this. You can just gently grasp, having it here, a little bit taut, or place your hands inside of your band so it's right along the back of your wrist, where it's not interfering with the fingers being spread at all, and help encourage you to keep nice straight wrists. Either grip is fine. We're going to get a set of torso twists. We'll turn a little bit more camera friendly here. With your inhale, rotate through your ribs to the right. Exhale, tighten your belly center. We're going to go one side at a time for this first set. Second set, as we come through, we'll alternate sides. 4 and 5. We'll take this to the left side. You don't have a band, but you have a ball or pillow. You can hold that in your hands as well. 4 and 5. Give yourself a shoulder roll. Soften through the elbows a little bit. They started to creep up super straight, and alternate sides. And turn and turn. Inhale, turn and turn and turn and turn, turn and turn. 4 more. Inhale, exhale. You didn't see that blood. Wasn't happy. Back center. Well, that's my little counter giving me an emergency alert. We're going to pause here. Grasp your band for a set of rows. We're going to inhale, squeeze in. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Release 2. Here's our last set of rows. Release 3. Squeeze. Release 4. Squeeze. Release 5. Squeeze. Release 6. Squeeze. Release 7. And squeeze. Gently release 8. We're going to put this now around either the upper part of your shin or lower part of your thigh. So right above or right below your kneecaps. Go for sensation so you're not getting any kind of nerve sensation. Either will work the same way. You're not going to get a lesser amount of resistance with one. If this is too much resistance, then put it around the ankle. That's where you'll start to lower the resistance, but you just don't want it on your kneecap or on that lateral portion of your knee. Sitting tall, we're going to get a set of clams. So find that tall posture, chest open, abdominals in and up, arms hanging at your side. You're going to lift your leg and tap out and draw it back in. And if you're finding this is too challenging, this is where you can use that plate and slide it out and slide it in. The ball gives it a whole different dimension. The ball is going to be a bigger challenge, so you don't actually want the ball. So if you're going, well, that ball, this is where either you pick it up, you take it, or you use something to slide. You could use an 8x10 piece of paper as well. You're leading with your thigh, squeezing through that glute. 3 more this side, 2 more. The last one for this right side, and now we go to the left and open and close. Making sure that you bring the foot just back in alignment with the hip, so you're not going it over to the other leg. 4 and open, 5 and open, 6 and open, 7. Keeping the foot, ankle, knee, that whole connection. 9 and 10. We'll gently slide this arm off. Give yourself a nice shoulder roll here. We'll pick up that right arm, gently bring it across the body, staying tall. You can let your neck just gently fold as you're going into an easy shoulder and tricep stretch. Give yourself a moment there. We'll bring that arm down, and then we'll take the other up. Several breaths here. And let that arm come down. Big shoulder roll here. We're going to do that little spinal twist again, not letting everything collapse. And gently, just staying nice and gentle. Remembering this may be the first time you're moving in a long time, or may not have enough time to move and hold things, but just getting that motion back in your joints. And then we'll take the right leg forward, foot is flexed. Keep your spine in a neutral position. Lift up out of the chest as you lean forward. Keep the chest inflated. Then pick up your foot so you can point your toe if you have shoes on so you don't catch the back of your heel. We'll fold back through the knee. We'll extend the left leg. Again, lift up out of the ribs. So you're not folded. A forward fold really isn't a collapse. You're lifting up and coming from your hips. Whether it's a one leg, two legs, standing, sitting, it's all the same. And lift up that foot if you have your shoes on, again, so you don't catch your heel. Keeping a nice long spine, and then we'll bring that in. I thank you for joining me today, and I hope you find this helpful.